Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
to remain standing and remember our men and women in the armed forces, and also a moment for Marion Sullivan. Thank you. Public comment, agenda items. New business, we have bills in the amount of $618,854.21. Motion to pay the bills. Most of that is FEMA. I shouldn't say that. 137 is FEMA. At least 137. Could I have a motion to pay bills?
So moved.
May I have a second? Second. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Roll call?
Trustee Guerrero?
Yes.
Trustee
Quick question.
Ramos?
When you say FEMA, do you mean, have we gotten any money
No.
from FEMA?
No,
Okay,
that's FEMA reimbursement.
so we're gonna try to
roll
get
call.
reimbursement, I see. Okay.
I'm sorry?
We're gonna try to get reimbursement from FEMA,
No, we're not
but you
gonna
don't
try.
know
No.
if it's
No.
gonna get reimbursed.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I think we do.
No, you
I don't know why you're
That-
putting it that way, but that's okay. Roll call. Start again?
Trustee Guerrero?
Yes.
Trustee Ramos?
Yay.
Trustee DeSalvo?
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio?
Yes, thank you so much. Motion carried. Could we approve the minutes? I read them from the last meeting, which was on November 20th. And we also had another set of minutes from November 25th.
Motion to approve the minutes for the 20th that we were all here. Can we do them in two different minutes?
Sure.
So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting on the 20th.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call.
Trustee Guerrero?
Yes.
Trustee Ramos?
Yes.
Trustee Phillips? Sorry, he's not here. Trustee DeSalvo?
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio?
Yes, thank you so much. Motion carried. May I have a motion for the special meeting we had on the 25th?
Motion.
Second.
May I have roll call?
Trustee Guerrero?
I was absent.
Trustee Ramos?
Yay.
Trustee DeSalvo?
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio?
Yes, thank you so much. Motion carried. We'd like to have approval to sign the New York class amendment for the village clerk, Lene Maceras, and our new treasurer, Gabrielle Farrer. That's to take these two people will take the place of my next two motions, which is Regina Taylor, who's retiring, and Ralph Walter. Those are the two names that are on that as of today. This will be a motion to take their names off because they're retiring and put the two new names on. May I have a motion?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Roll call.
Trustee Guerrero?
Yes.
Trustee Ramos?
Yes.
Trustee DeSalvo?
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio?
Yes. Thank you. Motion carried. Can we accept the resignation of Regina Taylor? Accept my letter of resignation from the position of treasurer and tax collector for the village of Holland Falls. My last day will be the 20th of December 2023. I would like to thank the mayor and the village hall staff and the board of trustees for their support as I took on this new challenge. It has been my honor to serve the residents of the village of Holland Falls, and I look forward to continuing to serve the community of the town of Highlands as I start my new position as receiver of taxes in the new year. Regina Taylor. I have a motion to accept.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a resignation by our treasurer. Please accept my letter of resignation from the position of budget officer of the Village of Highland Falls effective the 20th of December 2023. It's been my pleasure working with the staff of Village Hall with different boards over the past 26 years, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve the residents of the Village of Highland Falls. Respectfully, Ralph Walter. May I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion, and I just want to add in my motion that for both Ms. Taylor and Mr. Walters, to thank them for their, we thank Gina for her service as clerk, and definitely as interim treasurer, and definitely thank Mr. Walters for his years of service as treasurer.
Second.
And I will add that they both have served the Village of Highland Falls very, very well. So I have a motion, I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
each person on the board, I am not hearing trustee Viera.
I know, that's why I keep doing roll call.
So we'll do a roll call for each one.
Okay, all right. So can I go back and do one?
Just do one now,
Oh.
it's fine. But there's no way
No,
to,
well, that's why I'm doing roll call.
yeah, there's no way to record a response if you can't hear it, or if there is no response.
I don't understand.
That's essentially
Okay.
not a vote, even though she seconded.
I would like the board to accept the resignation of part-time dispatcher, Ms. Batista, effective immediately. She was a part-time dispatcher.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
May I have roll call?
Trustee Guerrero,
Yes.
trustee Ramos,
Yes.
trustee DeSalvo,
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio.
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Let's see. So I'd like to cancel the December 18th monthly meeting, which is our next meeting, but at 10 a.m., and we can change the 10 a.m. if it fits better for you folks up here, to pay bills. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second by Jim. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Roll call.
Trustee Guerrero,
Yes.
trustee Ramos,
Yes.
trustee DeSalvo,
Yes.
Mayor D'Onofrio.
Yes, thank you so much, motion carries. I changed the format a little, not much. I'm in the process of changing it more, and as I change it, I'll introduce it to you, the public, the board and the public. Right now, I'm going to have liaison reports. Trustee Guerrero.
Okay, all right, it is a change. All right, so it sounds like it's gonna be a short meeting. I wanna say that it's the holiday season, and I really wanna shine a light on some very incredible individuals in the community. They go above and beyond to really try to unite the community. That's Dee Moreno, I think people know her, Sally Dorsch, John Flynn, Pat Flynn. They really exemplify the true spirit of giving without seeking recognition. Nikki, you're there too, and there are 3 major events in the past couple of weeks that they've put together, starting with Thanksgiving week. Dee Moreno and Sally Dorsch, they individually packaged and delivered over 100 Thanksgiving meals. And they delivered it to those people who are still displaced from the July 9 flood, particularly the people who are living in Wayand Green. They're still not even at home yet. And those people who just couldn't afford to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. So these 2 people just did that on their own. They didn't ask us for money. They didn't ask the taxpayers for money. They put it together themselves. They also, Dee and Sally, also put together a really heartwarming senior luncheon at the senior center here. I wasn't there, but I heard that it really went well. On top of that, Sally Dorsch, Pat Flynn, and Pat Flynn's twin boys organized a successful food drive. I don't know if you guys are aware of this food drive, but it's been going on for the past 19 years, almost 2 decades. They actually provide groceries to those in need using a dedicated group of volunteers. This year, they received over 600 bags of groceries. So Sally, Pat Flynn's boys, the United Youth Group, the honor students at O'Neill, put together all these groceries. They put it in the food pantry at the Sacred Heart and also at the Holy Innocents. These groceries are actually enough for them to distribute to families in need for the next 6 months. That's how much groceries they were able to put together. And just 2 days ago, Dee Moreno and Sally Dorsch, again, brought the community together with a holiday hop. I am sure you guys are seeing that on Facebook, or you saw it on Facebook, but it's actually a full-day event that they organized. It was attended by about 300 people from Fort Montgomery and Highland Falls. These people went from different places with cards. They had it stamped. They had vendors at the firehouse, about 20 vendors. They went to Holy Innocents for their penny social, yes, and to Andy's to eat green pancakes. They went to the other businesses. They had it stamped, and then at the end of the day, you know, of all these festivities with hundreds of people, they had a raffle. And the raffle had prizes that were actually donated by the different businesses. And the number one prize was a 50-inch television, and that was donated by Sally Dorsch's group herself, the United Youth Group. And Angelica from My Town Market won that, so that was well deserved. And as if all of this is not enough, Dee and Sally are actually gearing up for the second annual Christmas parade in Highland Falls. Again, they're organizing this on their own. Dee Moreno, Sally Dorsch, okay? The parade is on December 16th. They're encouraging participation from individuals, from families, from clubs, from different organizations to put together a small float for the parade. The parade starts at the Buffalo Soldiers Field. It's very short to the Memorial Park. It's an evening parade. So far they have 10 volunteers, floats, but they could use more. And if you're interested in participating, you can connect with me by email or call me, and I'll connect you to Dee and Sally. So again, it's the holiday season, and I really would like to ask that everybody who's listening, who's going to be watching this, who's here, that everybody just take a moment to appreciate these community leaders. You know, they really embody the true meaning of community and generosity. You know, they're the true leaders, not this board. Okay? Dee Moreno, Sally, the Flynns, they really make our community stronger and brighter. They do this without asking us for anything, right? And there are many others. There's Aaron in the Town Recreation Department. There's Ann Molina of the Center of Highland Falls. By the way, there's a lot of activities going on at the Center of Highland Falls this holiday season. I just can't name all of them. Olga Anderson of the Environmental Committee, the Vision of Highland Falls. And they're the ones who organize the summer farmers market. And there's the Chamber of Commerce. There really are people in the community who give without being asked. They just keep giving without you asking for it. They reach into their own pockets. They spend hours of their own time to try to bring everybody together. And these people are really the true leaders of the community. The second thing I'd like to say, the comprehensive plan. There was a meeting, I really regret missing the meeting on the comprehensive plan that was done last Saturday. That was about a week ago. I was away on Thanksgiving travel. I wasn't really given the option of a different date, but I was able to gather insights from the residents who actually came to the meeting, and I also reviewed the minutes that Linnea provided for us. I really want to remind the people of the community that the comprehensive plan is a very important plan. We call it the master plan for the village. It really does form the foundation for village laws, for zoning laws, okay? It's gonna shape the village's future. So we base the laws on what we put in the comprehensive plan. That's why it's so important to actually have all of you come to the meetings and actually tell us what you see and what you think we need. Like Pellwood, okay? They want that area to go back to residential non-conforming before 2020. These are tax-paying people of the community, and that's their vision of what their community is. And they come and they tell us what they want, and we should listen to all of that, right? We have already invested over $50,000 of your money, okay, in putting together this comprehensive plan. That's taxpayer money. We had to pay the engineers for their opinion. We've had to pay the consultants, the LA group, for putting it together. It's not finished yet, but it's your money. So you should have a say in what goes in it, okay? As Ms. McCormick at the last village board meeting rightly noted, she said the board serves you, okay? We serve you, okay? We're not here to spend the $8 million that you give us year after year to give to our favorite friends, favorite contractor, favorite employee. It's for you. We're supposed to give you clean water. We're supposed to get rid of your sewer. We're supposed to give you nice streets. We're supposed to give for your safety. So we have to manage that right. So please make sure, I think there's going to be a public hearing for the comprehensive plan coming up. I don't know when that's scheduled, but really, for everybody who's watching, you should try to attend and you should tell us what you want. And you should expect that to be in the comprehensive plan. The building department report, it's actually very short. The building department, Mr. Hannawald, for the month of November, did 51 building permit inspections. He issued 17 certificates of compliance. He performed 12 fire safety inspections, and he received another 18 new permit applications. There are several residents of Wyand Green who have asked me to publicly thank Mr. Hannawald and Supervisor Livesey for working very hard to really try to get them back safely and quickly in their homes, and they're just hoping that it happens before Christmas. Lastly, it's my understanding that we voted on it, that we're not going to convene for another village board meeting until next year. So I sincerely hope each of you enjoy a holiday filled with warmth and laughter, and I wish you all the joys of the season. Happy holidays. Thank you.
Jimmy?
Yeah, so just a couple quick things. Down at the sewer plant, the works building, there's so much cleanup in that works building, it's not even funny. But they're down there working on that. There's some repairs that they're also doing. It's going to be going on for some time yet, but they are definitely working on that. As far as the volume report, I'll have that at the next meeting. That's generally the second meeting. So we might have to have it at the next first meeting in January, just to make sure the numbers are correct. Also, we had a couple water main breaks, and the village crew was out there working on that, and they had it fixed the same day. So my hat's off to those guys, and right now we're still trying to decipher all of the maps, because we did lose our water plant operator who was well versed in the maps. So we're working on that, and I know that everything down in Ontario Park is going to be mapped out. So I had suggested to the superintendent that not only we have a copy at Village Hall, but one at the sewer department, one at the water department, and one at the DPW department. It's just a copy of the maps of the new stuff that has been put in. He said that it'll be an easy task. Also, to talk about a couple of good things as well, because that's what I like to do. There was a coat drive in the village. The coats, the coat drive was run by the Rotary Club. Coats were dropped off at the Walk Hill Bank in Holland Falls. I don't know what the count is, I'm sure Mr. DeSalvo has some idea approximately, I think it was over 100, right, Jim? So another great thing that they've been doing for many, many years, and I'm sure, you know, people not only in this room, but out there in TV land know about it, and they continue to donate those coats. Again, I got to give Second Chances a shout out. Ms. Sibley's doing a great job. So her meetings this month are on Thursday the 14th and on the 28th. And those meetings run from 6:30 to 7:30. And then she has her Sunday Brain Day activity where she gives away the helmets to the kids. And that's going to be Sunday the 17th, and that's from 2 to 4. So all of these are held at the Mission Center on Main Street, which is 316. It's the old post office building, if anybody knows where that is, right on the corner of Brennan Way. So a big shout out to her. Also in this senior building, they have a table in the back that has all kinds of great information for the seniors out there. And one of the things that they have coming up is the Holiday Spectacular, where they're going to be going to Hunterdon Hills Playhouse for a Christmas dinner and a show. Unfortunately, the deadline was today, but I bet you if you call tomorrow, Kathy Rose, she could fit you in. Her number is 845-742-4422. And they have a little gazette that they put out, another thing that has a lot of great information in it. Two other quick things, Mr. Mayor. So I've been taking some classes on my own about stormwater solutions and waterworks. The stormwater solutions are very expensive, So I'll bring some of that back and let the board look at it, but I'll speak with our engineer as well. And the Water World talks about innovative ways to use some of the water that goes through that plant to possibly generate some electricity for the plant. That's all I got today.
Jim?
Yeah, a couple quick things. The November police report, department report, the total of 750 calls, there were 33 summonses issued, and approximately $430 taken in revenue. Total mileage of 4,217.5 driven in the community. Just to go over a few things, as Trustee Raymond said, the Rotary Club, we had a successful coat drive again this year. Over 100 coats. Had some anonymous donors too, brand new coats, which was great. Everybody from the county executive's wife who sent me a message on Facebook to everybody in the community and all over donated coats. So we thank everyone with their help for that.
Is it over?
Technically, it's over, but if you have them, I'll take them. Sometimes people bring them after, and I start for next year.
Jimmy, can I ask a quick question now?
Wait, this is, we're not, wait. You turn it. I'm trying to get organized here, that's all.
Just to concur with some of the comments from the trustees on regards to all the folks who put on events and the different organizations, and to echo their comments about some of the folks that are even sitting in this room tonight. We thank you for making the community wonderful. In addition to those folks, there's a lot of different organizations that we should try to remember. I know the KSC usually puts together the Depression from the Sacred Heart. Rotary Club, obviously, with the coat drive, but we also do several donations for local school stuff and kids who need it. All the churches who have special masses, special intentions, put out the positive word for the community. The fire departments, especially Fort Montgomery, with their tree, one of their probably biggest fundraisers for the year is the tree sales, which I think is going pretty well. They just got another round of trees, so they're selling like hotcakes. Ladies Auxiliary and the programs they put on. We're lucky in the community because Santa Claus seems to come here a few times before his big day. So, so all the events at the library, The Main Street decorations with DPW and everybody participating was very nice. And I did see on Facebook that towards closer we get to the big day, there's an organization of people in the Saturday Grove area that puts out Foo-Foo's floats, and we should be lucky enough to see Santa going on those floats in the community. Couple quick little things, just so the public knows, we do follow the process for bidding. The bids are voted on right at the board meetings, so I'm not sure what that meant. In regards to the comprehensive plan, we had a very good meeting last weekend, and it was commented that we spent $50,000 on it. I don't think that it's that high. I think we're around $30K, but even if we are at $50K, we did receive grant funds to offset some of those expenses. So that should be something that's reminded. Also, I hear like we don't follow the proper procedures for hiring folks. So, most importantly and most notably, recently was the village treasurer. The process was done properly, interviews were conducted, we voted on the board, the salary was approved at the meeting in public. So, we gotta just kind of be careful as we try to discern information out to the community, and we try to stay positive, especially this time of year. Couple other quick little things. Storm King Mountain. Happened to be going to work today, and there was an accident on Storm King Mountain. Luckily, nobody got hurt. The driver was out of the car. There was one vehicle. Cornwall was on scene, and actually our Highland Falls Fire Department fly car was on scene. Now maybe they were just going over the mountain. I'm not sure if they were on the call, but they were there. That road is tough with the new pavement. So having had an accident on that road, I urge new drivers, current drivers, older drivers, more experienced drivers, just be careful on that road. Slow down, especially in the local roads where you have just paved. Most notably Browns Hill, which, new pavement. So, the crew, as we enter into winter time, they salt it extra and make sure it's good, but slow down. The new pavement, roads are extremely slick. So just want to add that too. I think that is it for me. Thank you.
Public comment? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Gary Louse, 48 Row Ave. So the Town of Highland Disaster Fund Committee is meeting again on the 12th of December. We got an infusion of funds from the West Point AOG, so we're up to a little over $2,000. So the committee's going to meet on 12 December to review applications. So if you want to submit an application
For what?
for the disaster fund. So
Is that the realtor's one?
I'm sorry?
Is that the realtor's one that you're
No,
talking
no,
about?
it's completely separate. This is, the one you're speaking of, ma'am, is the one for $2,000 that you have to fill out the application and send it in. Ours only grants up to $400, but you can get applications to two areas. You can get a Village of Highland Falls Library or the Town of Highlands Town Hall. Okay, so the applications are available now. So even if you've already submitted an application for our first round, you can do so again. And we'll take a look at the applications on the 12th, review them, and hopefully award some monies. So, any questions, come see me later, I'll be here.
What's the name of your group again?
It's
How
the-
do you donate?
It's the Highland Falls Disaster Fund Committee, sir.
I don't follow what
The
committee?
Town of Highlands Disaster Fund Committee.
Okay.
All right, come see me after this, sir. I have the information that you requested a couple of meetings ago, so how you can donate.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
Thank you.
you. Anyone else?
So, everybody knows me, I'm Sally.
Would you
Couple
repeat your
of-
first and last name and your address, please, for the record? Thank you.
Up
So
here.
my name is Sally Dorsch. I live at 5 Autumn Leaf Court, Highland Falls. What else did you want? Your social security number.
Just the last four.
Date of birth.
Date of birth, 12/6/66.
No, we're-
In a few days. Happy birthday. And everybody usually has my phone number. All right, so just a couple of things. With the coat drive, Jimmy. So in the last 2 weeks, if I'm coming out of my town or if I'm doing something on the streets, quite a few people, I'm not gonna say, at least 5 people came up to me asking me if I had coats for them. I don't have coats to give out. But if we were to take a couple of the coats that you have, like in different sizes, and maybe leave it at the police department somewhere that's open 24/7, so that if someone is out at nighttime or whatever, I could say, go to the police department, they have a jacket for you.
Yeah.
Can we potentially do something like
Or
that?
I'll just drop them off to the center or wherever you want.
I think,
Yeah, whatever I don't know
think it should
exactly.
be something that's open 24/7, because nighttime, a lot of places aren't open. Like the center isn't open all the time, the thrift shops aren't open all the time.
Okay,
That's
he'll leave a
something
couple
I-
at the police department.
What, hon?
He'll leave a couple at the police.
I think that would be the easiest way to go. Jimmy, your thing as far as the water company, the things are very expensive. If you become a member on that, so I know at my husband's shop, because he's a water operator. Their company, their employees or whatever, they're able to get, they go on a membership or whatever, and those fees are reduced immensely. So.
Oh,
yeah.
no. I pay for my own training on this. I pay for my own, I'm talking about the projects that I would like to see implemented here.
Right.
Are very expensive.
Well,
But we're working.
But if you go through that or whatever, they do have a lot of those programs also that are much
Wait,
reduced.
You guys are talking about two different things.
Yeah, it's not the programs, I take care of myself.
You're
I'm
talking
talking
about
about the project itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, I understand what you're
So
saying.
I was just, that was like a flag, I was like, save a little bit of money or whatever, because there's other ways with the memberships that they have in all their organizations that you can get a lot of information out of.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's two. Another one of our local, institutions or whatever is donating a large quantity of bedroom furniture. I just got wind of this today. I was asked if I would take a look at it and ask our community if anyone needs anything. I'm gonna go there tomorrow to take a look as to what they have. Take some pictures, I'll post it on social media, but what I'd like to do also is post it at in the village and in the town, so that people can take a look at it, and with a contact number as to if anyone is interested. I don't have all of that information as of yet. Another thing, I'd like to apologize to our seniors there was a post on social media a couple of days ago regarding the center being used as a respite for the holiday hop. Some of our seniors are very fragile and don't understand everything that we see, in which some people took it offensively and didn't want to come here to either watch TV, have some snacks, or just relax from the holiday hop. So I'd like to apologize to them for that. Wasn't something that I did, but I just found it that I didn't want them to think that's what everybody feels like.
Okay.
I think. So
You're up
pods.
to five, you're up to five.
Okay, I'm done, after pods, I'm done. The pods in municipal lot two, they're almost empty. I spoke to Joe today, I got permission today to empty that stuff into the Sacred Heart Gym. So if anyone wants to also take a look at that stuff, just contact me. The village has my number, the police department has my number, and usually everybody else in the village has my number. And you can take a look, it's all free stuff. I wanna just try, and Thursday, Joe, they're coming to pick up the pots. I just got that information today. So I have to empty that out, that's where the stuff will be, and I think I'm done.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much,
night.
Sally. Thank you for all you do.
And thank you, everybody, for the participation
Bonnie,
in the holiday
you have
hour.
something?
I want to thank you.
Can you come up, you gotta,
I gotta come up?
yeah, we got new rules. Well, actually, they're
Yeah.
old rules that no one paid attention to.
Name, address.
Name and address, please.
Bonnie Snow. Corner of Fort Putnam and Drew.
Best street in town.
I want to thank you for making it an emergency to get the streets done. Anyone who does not think it was an emergency has not lived with the Colorado River running down next to their house and Long Pond in their yard, because that's what it was. And if Drew hadn't been fixed, who knows what it would be like this winter. Thank you, I thank you. Jimmy, I haven't spoken to you that much. Dr. Guerrero, I don't know you that well. James and Mr. Mayor, this has been a really rough year for me. First there was the flood, then I broke my back, then my sewer waistline. You were wonderful. You are wonderful. Dr. Guerrero, I see your face going, making grimaces. You are a very pretty woman, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. But I need to tell you that the letter that you wrote saying that we shouldn't trust the board and the mayor, I can't agree with you. There was a time maybe to question, because every place you question, every politician you question, but they're doing the right thing. And I really think that you need to be more positive, because you seem to be a nice person. And I don't want you to make a history of just being a thorn in their side. I really think that you could be effective. It's good to be questioning, but
Bonnie, thank you, thank you.
Can I
Thank
reply to Bonnie?
I want to keep the public comment.
Bonnie,
I wanna
I'm not
keep-
even
you can
allowed
say-
to reply to her on
You
the.
can.
Listen, you can do it after the
I
meeting.
know, it's like.
Anyone else?
Corporate
That's
session.
it.
Right.
I know,
Come on,
but thank you
Tom.
for all you said about me.
Edward Dunn for Revolutionary Road, Island Falls. I just would like to know from you guys had a meeting with respect to the comprehensive plan. What kind of synopsis do you have? What kind of ongoing synopsis do you have with respect to, especially zoning, because these are the things that we need in order to get the village moving again. Does anybody have any comments on that? I was not at the meeting. Actually, I didn't-
Well, for me, I take a lot of notes from what people say. Sometimes it's only a bullet, but I know what the bullet means. Then on Monday, I either talk, well, not either, I talk to the village attorney and to our engineer, just to get their thoughts from the comments that we're getting, feedback on. That's what I do.
Yeah, but what I'm asking, is there any information out there? Do you have any information on what went on?
So, yeah, we
At the meeting?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Minutes.
Yes,
You
so
got a copy
I
of the minutes?
Pardon?
I
You
think,
got a copy of the minutes?
Do you have anything, Phil? Can you give me yours and I'll make you a
Yeah.
it's
Here,
okay,
you can take these, and I'm sure they're posted online, just so you know.
where?
On the village
well, I don't
website?
understand why we can give him a little
Correct.
summary now. I mean, he's asked.
So as we discussed intensely, the consolidated planning board, your recommendations. We reviewed that. We also reviewed some zoning issues. We tried to keep the meeting at an hour, because anything over an hour tends to turn into repeated questions and comments. So I think we took a good bite at the apple. There's a lot of apple left, and we are working.
Okay, and the next meeting?
I'm gonna make that announcement in a minute.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else? Yes.
Hi, my name is Casey Wolf. I live at 21 Hellwood Lake Road. I'm here because I attended the comprehensive plan meeting, which is very important to move the village forward. And I guess I'll give a little synopsis. We talked about two things: minimum dwelling size, unit size, and zoning. Two very, very important topics. And I think we really need to make sure that we have the planning board's insight on, the consultant's insight on, and looking at the minimum lot size, it's currently very restrictive to people who want to build or want to develop, whether you're a developer or whether you're me, I buy a building. So we know we need to change that. But some of you said you really want to finalize the plan, but it really sounded like we're still brainstorming numbers. It didn't sound like those numbers were confident, and I really think that,
You are correct with what you just said.
I lived in a 660-foot, one-bedroom apartment. It's probably the best place I've ever lived. Now, some may say that's really small, but what I'm saying is you need to take into consideration, you know, plan a little further than, you know, we met on a final number that was $12.50, I believe, which we settled on that just because it's half of what is, it's not? What can you, well, that was, obviously, we're still in discussion, it's not finalized. But that was the number that was last set, okay? And I don't feel that you guys are confident, I don't feel like we're close to being finalized on a number, and I don't think it's something that we should take lightly. I think if we make the wrong decision, it could really restrict future development. Same with the zoning, it was a little vague, I felt, and I really think we need to go parcel by parcel and have, again, the planning board insight, people who, you know, a city planner to really tell us, you know, and it's important to me that we get the zoning right, because I do live between, you know, business area, and it can affect what comes in. And I think that we need more community input, more options for community questions, and I hope to see that. And just please don't make it during a holiday weekend because people are out of town. But I do want to say another very important thing that I really agree with is Mr. Ramus brought up having an architectural review committee, and I'm so for that. I know a lot of other villages and towns have that. And what an architectural review committee does is, say you want to build something, you have to go to this committee first and show them what it's going to look like. So you can't put up a junky, you know, building, take something that doesn't just fit in downtown. I can't build, you know, a tin building that looks like junk, but, you know, the committee can suggest colors, can suggest, you know, that it has to be brick, can suggest that it needs to be, you know, fit in with our downtown, hometown, small town feel. I think that's something we should continue to discuss, because it's important, it would help us.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else, public comment? Okay, thank you. And all those things we are talking about, architecture, I brought up architectural review board years ago, and I almost got my head taken off. But I still believe in it, so that's okay. Square footage, we've asked the planning board, the zoning board, all of their input. We're not at this step without their input, more than once, more than once. Okay, so let me just say a couple things. The tree, Orange and Rockland has hired a tree company, and they're going to be here. Nelson Tree Service. So if you see trucks outside your house, Nelson Tree Service, they're working for Orange and Rockland starting last week, December 1, and continuing today, the 4th of December, and they're going to be on Main Street, Laurel Lane, Mearns Avenue, Rowe Avenue, Walnut Avenue, Mountain Avenue, Wyandotte, Schneider Avenue, Cousins Avenue, West Street, Drew Avenue, West Point Highway, and other associated side streets. So they're really going to be on every street. Okay. No one's asked, but again, the post office, I inquired last Friday, the post office is going to open. What's taking time is that requirements from the Postal Service on standards must be adhered to, and that's taking time to get the post office up to speed where they can open. The next comp plan meeting will be on the 30th of December at 9:30. Then we'll pick some dates in January and February. The holiday hop was mentioned. Some people that we should thank, there's probably a lot of people that we should thank that were left out. I'm not quite sure why they were left out, but village employees were involved. The police department was involved, and we had many meetings. We had several meetings for sure.
So just to clarify, and you are absolutely right, Joe,
Yeah.
there are a
I want
number
to
of
thank
people.
Dee and Sally, but I
It's not gonna stop.
scolded Dee. You were in the room. I scolded her in a good way, telling her she's doing too much.
Yes,
She's going
she
to burn
is.
out. She's great. So the holiday hop was a success to those that were mentioned, but ones I mentioned, but so many more people, I'm
Joe,
sure.
you are correct, it doesn't take Sally or
this is,
me,
I
it's a
can't do it this
team,
way, hon.
it's a lot of people.
A lot of people, thanks.
Yes.
A lot of people.
A lot
You
of
can only
people.
mention so
Okay,
many.
so, the
I do
community
wanna say the
holiday parade
comprehensive plan.
is on December the 16th, that's a Saturday at 5 p.m. It'll be dark out, hopefully a little snow on the ground might help, maybe some flurries in the air might help. And, again, that's Dee and the Town of Highlands Youth Group that Sally's involved with are all a part of it. We want to thank West Point because I know they're participating. And many other people are participating. It's a great thing. It'll build. The 4th of July, when it started, wasn't what it was in the last many years. It built. It went from 1 day to 2 days. I have 4 days now. So that's what'll happen to this. There's a toy box inside Village Hall. I must have getting close to 50 names of young boys and girls that their parents come in and fill out a sheet and where they need help for Christmas. So again, there's boxes inside the Village Hall, right in the lobby. You don't need to see anyone. Hopefully if I'm there, you ask for me. I'd like to come out and see you. But gifts can be not wrapped and for tots, children, and teenagers. Like every year, this has the mail on my desk is more than normal, which is in itself a lot. But if you know any child that wants a letter from Santa, make sure that I get it in the next couple of weeks, and Santa will send that child a letter. Get it in the mail. I just need to have the name and address. Trustee Ramos brought up the senior center. Senior Highlanders are putting on, are sponsoring this trip to Huntington Hills Playhouse. It's $82. It's a dinner and a show. It's on, I think it's on Monday, December 11th, and it leaves in front of Sacred Heart at 9 o'clock. It's on Channel 23. All these things that I'm talking about are on Channel 23. The Fort Montgomery Battle Site Association, along with the Town of Highlands Historical Society, has a holiday party at the fort itself, the battle site itself. There's food and entertainment. Members are $10, guests are $12. Again, it's on Wednesday, December 20th. There's a lot of parties. And the Highlanders, who sponsored a potluck dinner last week, I should have realized this years ago. To pick up the membership of the Highlanders, which is the Senior Citizen Club, we have to have potluck dinners, lunch every month. Because they come for the potluck lunch. They bring the best meatballs, the best baked beans. I had coleslaw, it was to die for. It's great. You know, you were here, right? And you go home with a plate. So for me, that was real good. But the Highlanders, the Senior Citizen Club, we have a Christmas party every year. It's going to be on, I don't expect to remember all these dates, but again, this is all on Channel 23. December the 19th, I have two parties on the 19th of December, 1 p.m. to 3 at Delicia's. That's the pizza place on the right side at the other end of town. It'll be decorated for Christmas. They have a dining room on one side, and if you want to come, you're more than welcome. If you're not a member, you'll be given an application. Give us the money, you get the application, and you get a meal. Okay. Huh? Yeah, we can mention Fufu one more time. I saw in the paper, who knows the dates of Fufu's floats? I saw the 22nd.
It's usually the
Mary Jane?
22nd, 23rd.
I don't have a confirmed date yet.
22nd, 23rd?
I think it's around the
Usually.
22nd, 23rd. If you're new to town, listen to when he's coming, you'll hear him, you'll see it, it's all lit up. It's got 3 or 4 floats. Young kids, old kids, you'll believe when it rides by your house. You will believe in Santa. Sorry, that's just the way it is, it's great.
No, it's the best tradition
So,
that we
I
have.
failed to mention, this Saturday, Army-Navy game, I got the colors on right here. But if you've seen their jerseys that they're wearing, and the Bulldog,
The new one?
that's what you want,
The new
that's
ones.
what you want. So, just wanna give a shout out to the team, best of luck, and hope they bring back the Commander-in-Chief trophy.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
I'll make a motion, wish everybody Merry Christmas.
Can I just say
Second
one
by
more
Jim.
thing?
I don't hear.
One more thing? Joe, I know that, look, it's easy. So, just so that everybody understands, I appreciate each and every organization and club that we have here, because without them, we would not be able to do everything that we do. They are most important. As far as the things that I do, most people know that I don't put my name into it. What I do is I ask our community if they want to do it, and I appreciate everyone within our community that helps out with everything that we do.
All right, I have a motion, I have a motion on the
Thank you,
floor,
Sharon.
and I have a second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call.
Trustee Guerrero,
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Trustee Ramus,
It's like.
Yes.
Trustee DeSalvo,
Yes.
Mayor DeNarfino.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you very, very much.
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Be careful.